So, all right. Let's all come to the crisscross, comfortable seated. So either right or left leg in the front, and you're gonna place your hands on top of your knees and resting your shoulders. So first, just finding your sits bone sitting down, or you can place a bolster underneath that or a pillow, and gently just lower your gaze or close your eyes. And we're gonna begin the session by taking 2 deep breaths together. So breathing into the nose, filling up the lungs and expanding your body, sensing the spine lengthen. And exhalation, open your mouth and sigh the breath, let it go out. And once more breathing in. Taking the fresh energy in towards your body and exhalation. And having a sense of a settledness. And then slowly you're gonna start in with the three-part breath. So you're gonna begin by breathing in, expanding your belly and going up to the stomach and all the way up to the chest and the throat and your shoulder. And breathing out all the way down, shoulders and your rib cage and the stomach and the belly. And one more time, breathing in. Bringing the energy all the way up. And breathing out. And 2 more times like this in your own rhythm. So when you inhale, you can add in the imagination that bringing the energy up towards to the crown of the head, lengthening the spine and breathing out, going all the way down to the base of your pelvis. All right, and then slowly, on your next inhale, gently, you're gonna open your arms, reaching up towards the sky. And gathering your hands together into a namaste in front of your heart. And now slowly, you're gonna interlace your fingers and now pressing your palms going out. And gently pressing your chest in and stretching the back. And now you're gonna take your hands back to your head. Open the elbow widely, take an inhale here. And now slowly exhalation, closing your elbow and rounding the spine. And once more breathing in. Starting to warm up the spine and look up to the ceiling and breathe out. Gently one more time, breathing. And breathing out. All right, this time you're gonna stay down here. We're gonna open the right arm. So open the right elbow up to the sky, open the side. And now exhale, coming down to the floor. The other side, breathing, left arm open. And breathing out. So waking up the chest and your thoracic. And one more time to the left. Now slowly, gently, you're gonna come back to the center. We're gonna rotate your upper body towards your right leg. Take an inhale here and now exhalation. Close your elbow one more time. And round the spine. And now inhale once more. Let's go to the left. And now exhale, going down again to your left leg. And one more time, breathing in. Rotate the upper body and breathing out. And once more, breathing. And soften your face and your jaw and breathe out. Relax the shoulder. All right, now slowly you're gonna open the arms and pressing your palms out into the space, stretching your arms, yes. And now you're gonna interlace your fingers behind you. Take an inhale, chest open, look up to the sky. And now exhalation, you're gonna take your forehead down to the floor. And let your arms reaching up to the sky. And this time, take an inhale, take your hands down to the floor. Slowly, you're gonna press your pelvis to the front. Open the front side of the body. And now you're gonna let your leg going backwards and come down, sitting onto your heels. And now you're gonna transition all the way onto your hands and your knees. So take a moment here, finding your hands and your knees, and again, starting with some cat and cows. One more time. Going through, again, waking up the spine. And then on your next inhale, tuck your toes under. You're gonna come up to your downward facing dog. So open your 10 fingers and your 10 toes on the floor. And slowly inhale, come forward. Come to a plank. And now exhale, bend your knees and lower your upper body all the way down. Inhalation, baby cobra. Squeeze your elbow next to the body. And now exhalation, come back again, downward facing dog. Now, on your next inhale, take your right leg up to 3-leg dog. So the pelvis still stay facing down to the floor. And now take your right knee towards your chest. Come to the floor. Come to the front. And now you're gonna let your right knee go down to the floor and now lift it up. So you're gonna do some exercise, activate the core. Few times, lower down and lift it up. Pressing your hands and widening your shoulder blade. And last one more time. Slowly, you're gonna send your right leg up again, over to the back side. And now, one more. Take an inhale. Draw your right knee and step to the front. You're gonna come up to your crescent lunge, reaching your both arms up. Now you're gonna take your arms, making a circle. Take your left arm to the front and circling. Finding the stance and magnetize your legs. Relax the shoulder. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, arms down. All right, now slowly you're gonna keep going, and now you're gonna transition your weight, come to your right leg. And take your right hand on top of your left knee. And give yourself a twist behind. Finding the balance. Reaching your left arm long behind you. And now slowly you're gonna take your left foot to your right inner groin. Finding your tree pose. Taking a focal point in front of you. You can take your hand in front of your heart, or open the arms, come to a V shape. Soften your face. And slowly take your hand one more time. Back to the chest. Now you're gonna take your left ankle on top of your right thigh and sitting down. If you can take your forearm onto your lower legs. Giving yourself actively open the hip. Lengthening the spine. All right, now slowly you're gonna crossing. So the left leg crossing to the front. Now you're gonna take your left hand onto your right wrist and giving yourself a side stretch. And if you like, you can also making some circles here. So press your both feet down to the floor, grounding. And slowly you're gonna transition. Take your right hand onto your left shoulder. Now your right leg lifted up. Come to a Shiva pose. And looking back. All right, now slowly you're gonna turn yourself facing to your mat. Now take an inhalation, arms up. And now exhale, bend your left knee. And hands in front of your heart. Now you're gonna take your left hand down and right arm up. Come to a twist, forward bend. And take your right hand down. Gently, you're gonna roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. And once more, breathing in, arms up. And the other side, exhale, bend your right knee. Right hand goes down and left arm goes up. Give yourself a twist. And slowly forward fold. And this time, you're gonna walk your hands to the front side of the mat. Come back to your downward facing dog. And take a moment here. You can either stay here or flow through your vinyasa. And anytime if you need, you can go back to your child pose and relax. All right, and then we're gonna meet everyone again, downward facing dog. And then slowly when you're ready, take an inhale, left leg lift. You're gonna go the other side. And now exhale, draw your left knee towards your chest. And you're gonna lower your left leg down and lift it up. Activate the core. For a few times. All right, now slowly you're gonna send your left leg back again. And draw your left knee towards your chest and now step to the front. Now come up to your present lunge. Take an inhale here. Exhalation, this time your right arm goes to the front and making a big circle. And rotate your upper body side to side, opening up the shoulders and the spine. Soften the jaw and your shoulders. Inhalation, arms up, and now exhale, your arms goes down. Slowly transition your weight onto your left leg and take your right leg up. Left hand onto your right knee and right arm reaching backwards. So finding your balance here, sending your left foot firmly to the floor. All right, now slowly transition, we're gonna come to a tree pose. So take your right foot against to your left inner groin. So you can either also put your right leg down next to the ankle or finding your tree pose. And taking a focal point in front of you. Soften the gaze, and now slowly you're gonna transition. Take your right ankle on top of your left leg. And we're gonna sit down. Opening up the hips. Now slowly you're gonna cross your right leg in front. Take your right hand, grab onto your left wrist, and come to a side bending. Give yourself a stretch. And you can either stay here or you're gonna make some circle here with your upper body. All right, now slowly you're gonna transition to a Shiva. Take your left hand onto your right shoulder and right hand to your back leg, your left foot. And kick your left foot into your right hand and opening, look back. All right, now slowly we're gonna turn and come back to your facing to the mat, and now take an inhale here, arms up, and now slowly exhalation, this time we're gonna bend forward, forward, forward. And one more time, you're gonna walk your hands towards to the front side of the mat. You can flow through your vinyasa, in forward, and upward facing dog, and slowly downward facing dog. And slowly on your next inhalation, right leg, you're gonna lift it up. And now exhale, draw your right knee towards your chest and step to the front. Now you're gonna lower your back leg down. Untap your toes, and now slowly take a right arm. Inhale, and exhale, looking back. So here you can let your left hip sinking down to the floor and reaching your right arm into the back space. And now slowly you're gonna sit down to the floor. I'm gonna turn myself, so you can sit down onto your left hip. Now you're gonna take your right leg on top of your left leg. Come to a fire log. So your heels is aligned with your knees. If this is too much, then just come to a comfortable crisscross like this. So finding the sit, first finding the sitting bone, flex into your both feet, and now you can interlace your fingers behind. Take an inhale, chest lift. And now exhalation, you're gonna come forward, and now you're gonna making a circle. We're gonna circle to the right side. And gently coming back to the center. You're gonna take your peace finger, so your index and the middle, and with your thumb, and grabbing onto your right big toe. And open the leg to the side. Finding the both sit long, sitting down, stretching the leg to the side. You can bend your knee and stretching. And gently you're gonna lower your right leg down to the side and giving yourself a side bend. And now we're gonna transition, you're gonna take your left leg close, you're gonna face into your right leg. Slowly, you're gonna stretch your left leg to the front. You can bend your knees here, finding the straight back, and now gently warming up the hamstring. Flex and point, and do some circle with your ankle. Now you're gonna keep your right hand onto your ankle and now open your left arm behind. Give yourself a twist. Lengthening the spine, relax the shoulder, soften your face and your jaw. And now you're gonna cross your left leg on top of your right leg. So crossing over to the other side. Reaching your right arm up, and you're gonna come to a seated twist. You can take your hands behind or binding your both hands together. So focusing on the breath, breathing through the nose, lengthening the spine. So always you can come back to the breath at the beginning that we set up. And breathing out. Gently on your next inhale, we're gonna transition, turn yourself to the right side. Take your right hand to the back, and now press your left foot down. We're gonna come to a side plank. You can either let your left foot stay to the front or come on top of your right leg. Take a moment here, finding the balance, and now slowly transition yourself. Take your left leg to the front. Come to a pigeon. If you are lost, just take your left leg to the front. Now take an inhale, chest lift. And exhalation, come forward. And stay 2 more deep breaths here. And gently on the next inhale, tap your back toes under. And slowly you're gonna transition yourself back to the downward facing dog again. So finding your down dog, shake your legs, walking your feet, and now you're gonna slowly transition your weight, come forward, plank, inhale, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhalation, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're gonna go to the other side. So now inhale, left leg, lift it up, straight leg up. Exhalation, take your left knee towards your chest and step to the front. Lower your back knee. Now inhale, take your left arm up and over, looking back. Reaching your left arm to the back side, back space. And really turning your body, look back. Letting your right hip soften and melting down to the floor. And now slowly you're gonna keep going, sitting down onto your right hip. I'm gonna turn myself again. So take your left leg on top, your right leg, and now one more time. This time your left leg is on top, and now flex your both feet. Come to a fire lock. Taking your finding your sits bone, and interlace your fingers again. Take an inhale, exhale, come forward. This time we're gonna circle into the left side. And slowly last circle. Gently coming back to the center. You're gonna take your left piece finger, grabbing to the left big toe and stretching your left leg out. So make sure that both sit bones sitting evenly down. Opening the chest and widening into the space. And slowly you're gonna lower your left leg down, and now you're gonna come to a side bending. Reaching your right arm up and over, stretching to the side. Slowly you're gonna transition. Take your right leg close to the left. And slowly stretching your right leg up. And again, flex and point, some circle with your ankle. Moving a bit with your toes. Waking up the extremities. All right, now you're gonna take your left hand onto your right ankle and now open your right arm behind. Give yourself a twist. And slowly you're gonna transition. Take your right leg over to the left. Step to the left side. Left arm going up. And slowly give yourself a sitting twist. You can interlace your fingers, binding behind. And last one more breath here. And slowly, when you're ready, we're gonna go to your left side. Take your left hand behind you, and now press your right foot down and come up to the side plank. You can either keep your right leg to the floor, or you're gonna lift your right leg up and come to a side balance. And take your right hand down. Transition your right leg, come forward, come to a pigeon. Inhalation, reaching your chest. And slowly exhale, bending from the hip. Come to a forward fold. Two more deep breaths here. And gently, on your next inhalation, pressing your hands down, tuck your back toes under. You're gonna transition back to your downward facing dog. Take a moment here, finding your down dog, shake your legs. And inhale, come forward to your plank. And now exhalation, this time gonna lower all the way down. So you're gonna lie down onto your belly, and now stretching your left arm forward, you're gonna come to a Superman. Now you're gonna bend your right knee, and now take your right hand onto your right ankle, and now kick into your hand and lift it up. And slowly gonna lower down and turning to the other side. So right hand come forward, left leg go behind, bend your left knee, and stretching. All right, now this time you're gonna take your both hands behind, grabbing onto your both ankle. Now you're gonna keep your both knees stay on the floor, only the upper body lifted up. So kicking your feet into your hands, and slowly lower down back to the floor. And this time we're gonna lift the knees and your upper body together, so only the pelvis on the floor. Reaching up to the sky. And gently back to the floor. Take your hands next to your chest and pushing yourself, sitting back to your child pose. And take a moment here. And slowly, you're gonna take your both hands next to your chest, gently rolling yourself, sitting onto your heels. You're gonna transition onto your back. So you're gonna turn yourself, take your knees towards your chest, and now you're gonna gently roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. And lying down onto your back. And just take a moment here, rocking, swaying side to side. When you're ready, you're gonna take both legs over to the right. So you're gonna come to a simple spinal twist. Just open your arms, coming to a T shape. And slowly, inhalation, taking your both leg back to center. And exhale, go over to the left side. And then transition to the other side. Open the right arm, turn your gaze towards to the right. And allowing your whole body resting on the floor, heavy and yielding down, melting to the floor. Inhalation, gently you're gonna take your both leg back to center. And just take a last bit moment to check if you have anything you'd like to do before we go to Shavasana. Perhaps a happy baby or anything. And slowly you're gonna transition to Shavasana. So lengthen your both legs long and open the palms facing up. And letting go all the control, letting your breath come back to natural rhythm. And allowing everything to just settle and letting go, arrive. And slowly, gently starting to waking up. Saying hello again, good morning to your body parts. Moving your fingers and your toes and stretching out. And slowly transition yourself, come to one side. And just take a moment, stay there. And when you're ready, slowly you're gonna transition, come back to the seated. So once you arrive, you're comfortable seated, can lower your gaze or close your eyes. And take a moment here, opening up the attention, checking in anything which is at this present moment. And take a moment, thank to yourself for your own practice and your time. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Good morning and namaste.